Lonnie Abnid, and this is my third podcast. I know it's been a little late. I've been trying to get everything in order here, and I'm telling you, man, keeping myself in order is quite a bit of a challenge. But I'm trying to get this thing and my first podcast up and running. So it is June 16th. My name is Lonnie Abnid. My video blog and my podcast is now up and running. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lonnie Abnid. I am a independent filmmaker slash DJ producer slash now doing my own video blog as well as vlog. And I'm here. And I'm going to introduce to you my good buddy of mine who happens to be in Windsor. He was a good, you could say, a party friend back about over 15 years ago. We had a lot of history together as how we met. And he'll tell you it's more because we did a video shoot as well as a little photo shoot we did while he was in town for the last week or so. And he was up and open and personal about his history and all his trials and tribulations and whatnot. And I'm so glad he is a part of this project that I'm trying to get up and going. And again, for those of you who don't know me, I am a independent filmmaker slash videographer slash DJ producer. And knowing my history back well over 25 years, I used to be a competitive bodybuilder back in the day. And I did really well as in the lightweight as well as the bantam and pretty close to middleweight. But I did really well in the Windsors, Stratford, Toronto, Ottawa, in Quebec, back in my bodybuilding days. I think I was 20 years old at the first time I met my first bodybuilder. I guess it was Bear de May, and it was fantastic, and that kind of launched out what I wanted to do in passion, as well as Arnold Schwarzenegger, who really launched out how freaky and cool you can look. At that time, and then I kind of said, you know what, I got hooked, and I became a competitive bodybuilder at the age of 20. I did my first show, did great, placed second, a third, or something like that, and then they branched off to the Western Ontarios, the Stratfords, placing first, the Canada Cup. Tried to get my pro card, but kind of lost, and then I think it was 2008, no, not 1998, sorry. And after that, I kind of said, you know what, I hung up my hoofs. To get up in that standings, you got to go up with the best of the best. I mean, more things you got to take, more things you got to prepare, and you got to go against guys that are twice as big, twice as large, and twice as good and better than you. So I had to make a conscious decision after my last show in the Canada Cup and the Nationals, actually, in one day. I did 3 shows in one day. It was a great experience, but man, it was very, very taxing. But anyway, after I got blown away in the Nationals and the Canadas, I placed third in the Canada Cup, but didn't mean it wasn't eligible for the pros. Simply because these guys were just too massive, to tell you the truth. 6 feet, 6'5", 300 pounds is freakage. I'm only 5'3", 165 pounds. At 0% body fat, though. Well, anyway, it was great, and it was great at the time, and kind of launched off and kind of figured out what kind of I wanted to do, and I thought I was going to pursue that type of career, but eventually it didn't go through, and at the meantime, after that, I kind of went down in a little bit of depression, and then boom, and kind of created about DJing. And I started spinning when I was 16, but then I got sidetracked with the bodybuilding thing, and then after that, I went back to spinning music, which I really, really loved, and I got hooked again. And then I started playing music, playing tracks, making tracks, and then I started doing all that stuff again, and then I got hooked. So I went from one good thing to another good thing. So anyway, it all worked out well, and I still love my music. I still like the fitness and as far as the bodybuilding, no, I'm done. Pretty much retired, but I'd like to live a healthy and normal lifestyle now instead of always looking tip top shape, looking good at all times. Now I'm at that age, in the 45 range. And it gets a little bit harder, but I tell you one thing, man, it's very challenging to think of what you looked like in the past and trying to get up at this age, to get to the status that you were before. It will never be competitive, but always trying to look the same, but not identical without the competition. But anyway, it turned out well, and I'm alive and kicking. And as you keep following and listening to the vlog and the video that I recorded, Jerry, he'll explain to you why he's hooked into fitness and how I was hooked in back when I was 16 and when I first started and got hooked and how looking good always, and picking up girls was pretty easy too, because back in the day, who doesn't want to look good, right, and pick up girls, right, and the heck. But it worked out well, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad it's over. The competitive days now is over, and this new chapter in my life is great. It's a little bit challenging, but I always welcome the challenge because I'm a competitive guy by nature, and always will be competitive. Even at my films, my videos, music videos that I film, the music that I make, the music that I DJ, and it's always trying to be the best that I can be and try to top the best other DJs, so. But anyway, here's a good friend of mine, Jerry, that I recorded. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to comment, and press like or dislike, leave a comment. I'm always welcome, and call me, email me, text me, do whatever you want, and I hope you enjoy the show. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, that's it. How was your vacation, man? This is you can see the boys down in Windsor.
This has been an excellent trip.
Yeah.
This trip, I spent I came in on Tuesday and spent till yesterday with my family, and then I left and I'm hanging out with the boys now, like I usually do every trip.
So, Jerry, you want to explain to the audience how we knew each other and how we began? You know what I mean?
Larnie, I met my bro Larnie through Nick Kaladzis.
Kaladzis, rest in peace, kid.
Who is now deceased, but yeah. I met you over at Nick's house where I was with Greg Marshall, and you came over and you were vivacious and full of life and happy and spiritual, and so I took a liking to you right away. And then I bumped into you after that at the music cafe, and then we started hanging out and doing the nightclub scene together.
Right. So speaking of the nightclub scene, you could say you could say some parts of it you want to leave out, or the rest I'll just block out. But like the night scene where we had back in the day, over 15 years ago, was quite the scene, though, right? Let's just say that it was quite the challenge, and it was fun at that time. You know what I mean? We got a little bit carried away,
yeah.
But those are the memories, right?
It was extremely fun for the time, extremely reckless for the time, but I don't know if I'd really change any of it. We had a good time. We took a lot of dumb chances. We we're just living pretty recklessly, and definitely not living for tomorrow. We're living definitely just for today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So how do you feel right now, guys? It's been a while. It's like every year I see you, and it's your vacation this year, and seems like every year your spirits is better. You're definitely looking in shape. I feel like a slob right now, but you look great. And to me, that's impressive.
Well, you know,
But you're getting your life together. I just say that's why I respect you more than ever. Even though not that I didn't before, but now I respect you even more because what you've accomplished now. You know what I mean?
Oh well, thank you. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm intermittent fasting now, and that's been helping me actually reduce my alcohol intake too, because it's hard to get gains when you're drinking it excessively, and it's just not good for you. And as I get older, I'm finding I can't drink as much and still be happy the next day. You know, it slows me down.
Right.
And there's days at work where just 3 glasses of wine the night before will slow me down a lot.
Right.
And it's noticeable, and I don't like going through my day tired.
Right.
You know.
Well, you know, speaking of what says within this topic, you're right to talk about that topic, or
Which topic?
Well, we're talking about, you know, like drinking and partying and blah blah blah. Like, is that okay for you, or you wanna?
It is. I don't like to go into a lot of detail, but yeah, I'm.
Well, what'd you learn? Like, do you think that spiritual aspect of it? I know you're not as spiritual, but you know there's a higher being, or what made you this like? How do you find the strength right now? That's what I'm. Let's just put it that way. How do you find the strength to every day? Okay, living yourself, make yourself better, feel better, and looking like that. Everything. Like,
I live alone and I don't talk to a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
So I guess it's easy to become demotivated, so to speak. In that, but I find that if I keep a routine. As far as sleeping goes, and you know, things to do on my days off, and if I stick to a more of a solid routine, then I seem to live a little bit healthier. Try not to stay up too late partying and drinking like we used to, because it destroys the whole next day, and there's a certain sense of guilt I get now when that happens, because although I'm not an extremely productive person, I get nothing done that day. And I'm a homeowner. I own 2 vehicles, and there's a lot of maintenance. You have to be a frontierman when living at York Lake, Saskatchewan. Whoop whoop.
Saskatchewan.
My house is surrounded by tall, messy trees. And in the wintertime, it's snow and extreme cold, and there's work to do, and there's cars to keep running. And
so, like, how do you feel like living always in Saskatchewan? How long you been living there now? Since you know.
What was that I said about drinking?
let's be honest,
Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
Saskatchewan is. Excuse me for a second. I just got to respond to Chris here. Saskatchewan is my home now.
Right.
It's been very productive for me. I have a good job there. I make good money. I know the job well. It's not extremely difficult, except it's a little bit taxing. Sometimes there's night shifts. Or sorry, not night shift. There's midnight. There's callbacks overnight, so I get a little tired doing that. But there's usually time for quiet time during the day and rest up, and it pays me pretty good, so I stay there. The grass is not necessarily greener on the other side, so I think I'll be there for a while yet.
So you're come to adjusting to living there since you were you lived a high life, a fast-paced life, a party life, and then to make a drastic change all over there where it's just absolutely nothing, like open plain, and was a pretty drastic change though, right? So how do you feel about that?
It is, but it's okay. I just sort of lost it. How do I feel about that? No, it is. It's a big city, moving from big city life to a small town. But I'm not even in the town. I'm outside of the town a few minutes. So I have a place that's country-esque, sort of like living in the country, and it's quiet, peaceful, And life isn't all about trying to get stimulation from drugs all the time. It's about getting stimulation from other things, normal type things.
Are you okay to talk about, you're going to AA and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure.
You okay about that? All right. Okay, so let's talk about that topic, for instance. I know I'm a big supporter of AA because we had a lot of friends. God rest their soul. We lost a couple of really close friends, right? Let's talk about that.
A lot, yeah.
Two of our friends. Talk about that. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so we lost Arthur. Oh man.
Yeah.
Fucking Barry.
It's okay, man.
Why is this hard to do? But we lost Art 2 years ago. We don't know exactly what the cause was, but he had problems with some prescriptions, problems with his. Don't take this the wrong way, but his mental stability. And he was medicating with pharmaceutical drugs and some other sort of street drugs, I guess you'd say. So we don't know if that's what took him or not, but there's a strong suspicion that that's what it was. And we miss him a lot. I miss him a lot. I didn't talk to him so much in the last year and a bit, but that doesn't undo the 20 plus, more than 20 years of friendship we had. And when I was at some of my worst points, he was there to offer rides, take for meals, lend money, gym memberships. His old clothes, his hand-me-downs were Kenneth Cole. So, I mean, I didn't mind that, he's missed, and it just sucks because every time I think of these fun times that you and I have, that Arthur could be there with us and enjoying it, but apparently I don't know if there was warning signs we missed or if there was just some kind of accident he had, but that's we'll find out in heaven, I guess, when we get there, right?
Yeah.
I was paranoid at the time too, but it's probably a combination of both. So we parted ways.
But when you found out that he passed away as well, how did you feel, or did you not feel at all?
I was shocked. Of course, I was shocked, but not. But he had called me a couple months before that, saying that he had ended up in an ICU on a ventilator, and I didn't know at the time that him calling me and telling me that was, it was just a picture of the things to come, right? Eventually he did die in his sleep, from what I understand. He had probably taken too much of his pain medicine or whatever it was he was on. But he was a little guy, but he could sure do a lot of drugs and drink a lot. He was a little intake valve, and a lot of fun. So much at times you wanted to smack him for the way he teased you, but he was a good dude, and I miss him too, because we were about 8 or 9 years older than him, or 10 years older than him, and he kind of looked up to us like, older brothers, I guess, a bit, and we did a few, we went on a few trips together to Toronto, and we went to a lot of bars and clubs together here in Windsor, and we had a lot of good times.
Right. So that was another good friend fallen. We could name a handful, but those are the two the closest friends that we really.
I know several people that have died from alcohol, drug abuse over the years. Probably 10 or more, directly.
Yeah.
And indirectly even more than that. So you got to cherish every day. Enjoy every moment. Stay in the moment, and enjoy life, and all things in moderation. I'm not for, there's very few things that you should not try at all. But I mean, if you're going to party and you're going to have fun, you have to remember that there should be a shut-off point. It's not always easy to flip that switch, but
let's talk about love, Jerry. Let's haven't seen you in a while. Let's any interest in women that you really like right
subject.
Now. Since we got the view of the Renaissance. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's flies.
You guys have about you don't have to. Let's just talk a little bit about it then, since we're up here right now on the subject about love. Come on, let's see. Any girls that you're actually have you ever fell in love before, Jerry? Let's give me the scoop. Give me the scoop.
I loved my ex girlfriend. You always hear that I'm not in love, but I love them, and it was true for that. I loved her. I don't think I was in love with her, and I don't know that I've ever been in love. I've felt love with a woman, and thought I felt it a few times, but maybe perhaps I never will either. But I'm okay with that.
So you're okay with you're not okay with being? Are you okay with being alone, or are you wanting to have somebody? Are you looking or searching for someone right now, like millions of other people? Oh my God, I gotta be with somebody. I gotta get married.
Sure, I think the right partner would be perfect, but
right.
I'm so damn picky, and it's not right. It's not fair to the to my prospective mate, I guess you could say. But I'm a workout guy. I try to stay in shape. And I put way too much emphasis on that, I'm sure, but it's a big part of it for me. I'm just, the body kind of grosses me out still in many aspects, unless, well, that's all I want to say about that, really. But I'm not on the cover Playgirl yet either. So, but I mean, I just don't. I think that love happens and closeness develops out of being around somebody and sharing a bond, but that bond is nurtured by your lifestyle and what you do every day. So work is a good example of you will work with somebody for years and get to know that person intimately. And it's that intimacy that you fall in love with a lot of times, and it's not necessarily the physical body, right? So the definition of a good way to define intimacy is into me see, intimacy. And that's something, intimacy is something that happens through, like I said, time spent together. You see it in the movies all the time, plane crashes and man and woman spend a month together going through hardships and struggles, and they really learn to learn a lot about each other and love each other in the process. I just don't really have a lot of that happening. I work with a lot of nurses, but and I do love some of them too. I do, but they're just not, they're not prospective mates because most of them are married.
Right here?
Oh wow, yeah. See, does it look better now though?
No, you look great.
My muscles look a little bit more bullish, I guess. Okay, let's do bumper. Let's take a couple.
Sit right over there, Joe. Just go right there for a second.
Sit?
No, just stand there for a second. Just look at me and look at the camera because I got you on record. All right. See that? You look fantastic, dude. Do the same pose that you did to me. That's to one side. Yeah. To the corner and do the slight tilt. Yeah. Look down like that. Beautiful. Look down like that. Okay. Then look at me. Your eyes, just your body, your face. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me know.
You know how to hashtag things?
No.
You don't know how to hashtag?
Well,
it's supposed to be.
Like I've never hashtagged before. Like you mean on
yeah. How do I hashtag and put intermittent fasting?
I don't know what you mean, bro. I just fast forward and just press send. You know what I mean? Just press send. What do you mean? I don't hashtag. I don't understand that stuff. I have a
Okay.
I don't understand the hashtag shit because I don't do that hashtag thing. I'll just place the pic, say what I gotta say, then I send it.
That's all I do too, but I want to know how to hash.
What do you have to hashtag anyway?
Well, I want to hashtag intermittent fasting and give them the credit for.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't know. I've never done it before, so it's my first time. So I don't know. I mean, technology these days, everything is so fast. Like it's hard to keep up. You know what I mean? I may be a videographer slash videographer slash filmmaker slash. Still gotta keep up. Oh damn, that is a dude. You look really good, dude.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
You did a good job, man.
Thanks, man. You can tag me and then stuff like that. But I am impressed while you look. You definitely look phenomenal. Definitely look phenomenal.
Well, I already mentioned you in
oh, you did?
Anyways,
oh, thanks, buddy. Not to do that, but thanks anyway.
Dude, Gordon already got Gordon commenting. The fucking guy, Gordon Ferris, the guy from Amherstburg.
What'd he say?
He's gonna say something fucking.
Dude, what are you guys doing? You doing porn now, Jer? This is the type of stuff we do and how we get along so well, Jer, is that we can be ourselves without, like the comfortability between you and I is like, hey, we can let loose and be silly and stupid and still respect each other at the end of the day, right?
We're like brothers.
Brothers from another mother. All right, to end the documentary vlog there, Jerry, I'm so glad that I've seen you, and then you'll be this will be cut and edited soon, and I'll forward it to you. And I'm just so surprised what you look and how you feel today. Everything about your aura is very attractive, and it's to me, I'm a respect for that. And it's like, you know, I have total respect for you right now. You're like, everything's going good for you. You're happy. You're alive. You know, and even though you're not with anyone you love at the moment, maybe it'll come in time. Doesn't matter if you look for it. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. I'm just saying that to me, I respect you and you look good. And seeing you like at the state to me is to me it drives me is happy too. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, hey, you've always been a good friend, and your spirituality and your positive outlook on life is really unequaled by anybody I know, really. You're a spiritual guy and a very uplifting guy, and I thank you thanks for the photo shoot today. And
absolutely. Well, you know,
being there, and now we're gonna go have drinky poos and maybe a nice steak or something somewhere.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by. Come to Windsor again, and tomorrow you're heading down back to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Toronto for 2 nights, and then
that's right, Toronto.
And then, Regina or Yorkton, Saskatchewan.
All right, Jay. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you again next year.
Okay. Thank you.